Hey, Computer Science Basics here, and this is the fifth tutorial in the pattern programming series, in which we're going to learn some more about strings, more importantly about string concatenation. You're a bit tired of all the abstract stuff that we're learning. Just know that by the end of the next tutorial, you will be comfortable with using Python to write actual programs that display messages to the console, use input commands to get instructions from the user, and use user-generated data. So just to recap, string is a data type that uses characters instead of numbers. Let's start by talking about string delimiters. Delimiters are symbols that mark the beginning and the end of any string in Python. If I were to type in hello world without using any delimiters, it will give me a syntax error. We already learned about one type of delimiters in the previous tutorial. It's double quotes. So if I were to type in hello world like this, it would not give me any syntax errors. Another type of delimiters is single quotes, right? It really doesn't matter which one you use in most cases, because Python normally treats them the same way. What you have to keep in mind though is that you have to start and end the string with the same type of delimiters. So you cannot start a string with double quotes and then just end it with a single one. It will give you a syntax error because it treats this as just another character, not as a delimiter. So what you would want to do is type in hello and then put a single quote here. So before we move to the next part of the tutorial, it's worth noting that strings can contain numbers inside them, but the numbers are simply going to be interpreted as characters. So if you type in 1 to 3, this right here is not an integer or a float, it's a string, because these are characters, not numbers. In Python, you can do some simple mathematical operations with strings when doing string concatenation. String concatenation is the operation of joining two or more strings together. There are two types of string concatenation in Python. The first one is when adding one string to another using the plus sign. This is needed when writing programs that in some way interact with the user. And since we won't be able to write such programs until the next tutorial, let's just do an example using two strings that we make ourselves. So an example would be two strings. The first one is snow, and the second one is ball. When concatenated, they create a word snowball. In case you want to have a space in between the strings, there are two ways of going about it. Either you type in the first string and add a space in the end. So, for example, V, then a space, then the delimiter. And the second word, crusade. This is going to give you the crusade with the space in between. The second way of going about it is to type in the first string, then the second string, that's simply going to be a space, then the third string, and that's going to give you the exact same answer. So the second type of string concatenation is the concatenation of copies of the same string. And the way this works is you type in the string, then the multiplication sign, and then the amount of times you want to copy the string. Let's just do an example. String meow will be multiplied by 5. So meow will appear 5 times. When doing string concatenation, you can also use parentheses, and they work the same way with strings as they do with numbers. That pretty much means that Python first concatenates strings inside the parentheses and after that outside the parentheses. So let's just do an example. First, let's type in star plus star multiplied by 10. And then type in the same thing but move the parentheses one operation down. The results prove that parentheses when used with strings follow the same rules as they do with numbers. Just to make sure that we're all on the same page, everything that we learned about strings can be applied to variables of a string data type. So this is it for this tutorial in which we learned about strings. In this tutorial we managed to cover about 75% of all the info you have to know about strings and Python. The rest 25% will also be covered in this series. It just you need to have a little more knowledge of Python to get it. So if you like this video, like, comment, and most important of all, subscribe to see more videos like this.